or everybody, but they've seen themselves. This is really an audit time. They're like, where am I compared to where I was 4 or 5 years ago? Am I in the same spot? Some of us 6 years ago, 4 or 6 years. Am I in the same spot? Have I progressed? Do I have accolades that don't mean anything to me personally? Have I worked for things that matter? That's the question. Have I worked for things that matter? And where am I? Am I on a trajectory? Have I gone the other way? Have I decreased my status, my passion, my purpose? Am I in a rut? Like, there's so many questions of audit going through their minds, but in the end, what they're realizing is, number one, that they've lacked a spiritual aspect to their goals and to their life's purpose. That could be you, that could be them. Number one, boom, I haven't had a spiritual reason to do this. That can be everything, right? That can push somebody forward, right? And this way of thinking that they've had that's sort of either ground them down or has kept them in one place or has maybe elevated them, but then they realize that it's empty and it's vapid, and that if they've achieved things in the last 4 to 6 years, they don't really matter, right? So they have this new idea. And this new idea, this is the only thing, is this new idea, when, sometimes as humans, like, we look to replace things, and the universe does that too, right? It fills voids and vacuums with things. And so we have to be really careful, like in substance misuse, when we remove an activity or behavior that we're used to doing on a regular basis, we need to replace it with something else, right? It just makes it easier if we fill that void ourselves versus let the addict part of our brain fill it, right? The reason that I bring that up is because there might be, the only real risk with this scenario is that we don't take the lessons of the past. We don't spend enough time, this Knight of Pentacles, we don't spend enough time with our Ten of